This tutorial is an introduction to an Environment Complete database. To find Environment Complete on the library's webpage, place your cursor over Find Resources on the left side of the screen. Then click on the Databases by Subject option. On the page that opens up, click on the Science, Math, and Aviation category. And here's Environment Complete on the right side of the screen. If you want to use databases from off-campus, you'll be asked for a username and password. Enter your college email username and password, and then you can use the database. I'm going to click on this link and open the database. This is the basic search screen. To do a search, you can combine keywords with the A capitalized. This is a concept based on Boolean algebra and is the default search setting. We're telling the computer to look for sets of information that intersect. You can limit search results to complete articles by checking the full text box in the Limit Your Results section. If your instructor requires you to use articles from research journals, under Publication Type, make sure that you select Academic Journal. There are several other ways to limit the search listed below. I'm going to type in a search and we will take a look at the results screen. So I'm going to click on Search. And here's our results screen. This search found 37 results. If you need to use it, there's a limit function available on the left side of the screen that allows you to limit results by publication date. You can do this by changing the dates in these boxes or sliding this button across the screen. The subject limit is another way to limit results. There's actually two of those. If you still had a large number of results after limiting by publication date, you might want to try using this limit. So I'll show you how this works. I'm going to click on Subject Thesaurus Term. And if you select any of these limits below publication date, make sure that you also select this Show More link to see all the options available under that limit. So when you do so, this box pops up in the center of the screen. And you would scroll through this list and check off the subject terms that you think would help you limit your set of results even further. And when you had made your selections, at the bottom you would click on the yellow Update button, and that would reduce your set of results even further. So we're going to close this tool. Over on the right side of the screen, beside of each article, there's a magnifying glass icon, and when you hover over that, this window opens up and you can read the abstract within for a summary of the article. I'm going to open article number 2 by clicking on the full text link. So here's the article in PDF format. On the right, with these icons, we have the option to either print the article out or email the article to ourselves. Since this is a PDF format article, we have an option in the PDF toolbar that shows up occasionally down here in the bottom right corner to save the article to a drive or save it to your desktop. The citation tool is the fourth icon down here on the right. I'm going to open that up, and if you use this, just make sure that you scroll down and find the proper citation format that's used within your class. And then at that point you could copy that citation and put that into your document. We're going to close the citation tool by clicking on this X in the top right corner. A more efficient way to do this is to use the print or email option and include the citation along with the complete article. I'll show you how this works with the email option. So I'm going to click on the email icon here on the right. Just make sure you select the circle beside a citation format here, and then use the drop-down arrow to select the proper citation format. Then on the left side of the screen, plug your email address into this field, give it a subject so you'll recognize it in your inbox when it comes in, and then you can click on send and it will be in your email inbox very quickly. You'll have the article and the complete citation in the format you've selected, and you'll be good to go. So we're going to go to the top right corner here and close this email tool. And then on the left we're going to click on result list and go back to the results. If you know you'll be gathering several articles for an assignment, you can use the folder option. For each article that you're interested in using, select the folder with the plus sign to the right of each article. After you've made the first selection, this folder option becomes active over on the right. And you can continue to make other selections by clicking on the folder beside of each article. And then once you've made your selections, scroll back up to the top of the screen, and then you can either click on folder or folder view here on the right and go to this page. And once you're on this screen, you're going to check this box on the left, and that's just making sure that we have selected everything in the folder. And then you can go to the right to print or email or save to a drive all of these articles together. And you can include the citation when you do this, just like our example earlier. These articles will be saved for as long as you work on the computer, but they will not be saved overnight after you finish a search. To use the folder option and keep articles over a period of days or weeks, you would click on the Sign into My EBSCOhost link here at the top left side of the screen. And when you do that, there's an option here to create that account that would allow you to do that. We're going to click on New Search in the top left corner to go back to the basic search screen. And this time we're going to take a look at the Advanced Search option. So we'll click on this link under the basic search field. Advanced Search gives you additional options to control your results before you click on the search button. You can define different search operators between keywords by using the drop-down arrow on the left. And on the right, we can click on the plus sign to add additional search fields, or we can use the minus sign to delete a search field. And then for each keyword or phrase that we are using in our search, we can use the drop-down arrow and define specifically where we want to look for that keyword within the record for an article. These can all be different for each keyword or phrase. Down below we have the same options that we had before to limit results. Once you click on search and get to the results screen, you'll have the same limits that were available during the basic search to limit and focus your search results further. We're going to click on New Search to go back to the basic search screen. We hope this tutorial has been helpful. You can view some of our other tutorials on GTCC Library's YouTube channel. Please contact GTCC Library staff if you have questions about research or library services.